Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. A lot of the times people are confused about how to start their guitar practice routine and what are some of the warm-up exercises that they can use to activate both their left hand and their right hand. So today I wanted to give you a little bit of knowledge about some of the exercises that you can use and inculcate in your daily practice routine. These include basic scale practice exercises. I will not be covering any chord based exercises today. Some of these exercises have been taught to me by my guitar teacher, whose name is Hamid Hasan, and these exercises must be included every day for at least half an hour in your daily routine. Slowly you will start to see a better dexterity and a better coordination between your left and your right hand. So a lot of the times when we play, the right hand plays a note, but the left hand is not able to catch it soon, and you hear a muted sound, or you don't hear a fulfilling sound, or you hear a buzz noise. That's because your left and right hand are not speaking to each other. Approach these exercises at a moderate pace, not at too fast a speed. Start slow, start easy, and then you can build up speed as your fingers start to realize what notes they are going to play next. So here we go. So the very first exercise, we'll just be playing on the bass string, the E string. We'll be playing it from the 1st fret to the 12th fret where the octave repeats itself. So since the first bass E string starts from E, the 12th fret also is an E. So we'll traverse from E to E using all the major notes. There are no flats or sharps in this scale. So E Phrygian is considered E, F, G, A, B, D, E. I'm coming back. So now we will play this in 3 types of strokes. And when I say stroke, it means the right hand. So that is the term we'll be using for the right hand, the way we pick. So single stroke means just the down stroke on the right hand. Double stroke means down up. You're going to play down and up, double stroke. Quadruple stroke would be 1 2 1 2. So down up would be the quadruple stroke. So when I say single stroke, it just means a downward stroke. Okay, it just means a down stroke like this. This is a single stroke. When I say double stroke, I mean down up. Alright, this is a double stroke. When I say a quadruple stroke, it means double stroke twice. Single stroke, double stroke, quadruple stroke. So we will play the same E Phrygian scale now in 3 types of strokes. That's the first exercise. Let's go. The key element here is when you're playing E, F, G, the mind should always be looking at what the next note is. This exercise is basically figuring out your eye and hand coordination. This is your single stroke. Now let's do double stroke. Now we'll play a quadruple stroke, which is 2 double strokes on 1 note. So make sure you hear every note clearly 4 times. That's the main challenge here. Not a single note should be muted. That will help you develop a better hand-eye coordination as well as clarity of notes from your fretting fingers. This is the very first exercise in 3 variations. Now let's move on to the next one. So if we imagine all the notes in the musical scale to be colors, the white color consists of all the colors, right? Something called the chromatic scale exists in music, and the chromatic scale can be considered like the white color because it involves all the other colors. So if we consider every note as a color and we put them all together, the resulting color is white, right? So similarly, a chromatic scale consists of all the notes, the dominant notes as well as the notes in between, the flats, the sharps, everything, all the notes are covered. So the chromatic scale helps you open up all the 4 fingers. I will show you the chromatic scale slowly right now. Now let's play a little faster. Little bit more faster. Let's do the same thing with a double stroke, each note twice. So you will go like this. Now let's play the quadruple stroke, so 4 times every note. So the main challenge here is when you're playing the quadruple stroke down up down up down up, what is happening is sometimes you tend to hit the other strings. You should not be hitting the other open strings when you're playing this. Now let's try to play the 4th stroke a little bit faster. Now let's move on to the next exercise. So the next exercise involves the most simple major scale that we all start with in music, which is the C major scale. We always start off with the C major scale because it's not having any kind of complex notes in it like sharps or flats. It is starting from C, ending at C. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. These are the notes in the C major scale. So now we shall play the C major scale in 2 octaves. And we shall play it in the open scale style. When I say open scale, I mean we allow playing of open strings as notes inside that scale. So basically within the 4 frets, 1, 2, 3, 4, within this 4 frets, we are playing the entire scale, and this includes open strings as notes. Alright, that's what I mean by open scale. So let's play C major scale in 2 octaves. I played that as a single stroke. Now let's play that same thing as a double stroke. Now let's play the quadruple stroke on the same thing. The main important thing to note here is catching the notes on time. You have to be able to catch the notes on time, and if you're not able to figure out the timing, I highly advise using a metronome and practicing this. Maybe 80 BPM at first, then increasing it to 90 BPM, and when you get advanced you can go a little faster. So when you're playing with a metronome, you don't mess up time. So I do not want you to play and take your own sweet time and play. There's no time there, so it's better you catch the note on time. That's the right way of playing it. Now let's play a little faster. So that's the speed I would like you to get towards. So now we are done with the C major scale 2 octaves. in all the 3 strokes. Now let's move on to the next exercise. Let's look at some note grouping exercises in the C major scale, where we'll be grouping notes in 3s, in 4s and in 5s. So now let's look at the 3 note grouping exercise in C major scale. Now play the same thing a little bit faster. So now let's look at the 4 note grouping exercise, where we are grouping 4 notes together instead of 3. Let's look at that. So observe that the previous exercise, the triplets, I have ended the note at E, open string E, right? So if I am playing triplets, I've ended at E, but the 4 note grouping is ending at F. So that will be that's the 3 note and the 4 note grouping. So now let's look at the 5 note grouping. You can look at it as 1 2 1 2 3. That would be the rhythm, 1 2 1 2 3. That's how you proceed with the 5 note grouping. Let's look at that. So similarly, I'd like you to proceed with increased speed as you subsequently practice more and more of this. I would like to see you get towards something like so I'd like to see you all get towards a better speed in this practice as well. Now let's move on to the next one. So the next exercise would be something called a held major scale exercise. When I say held, I mean every note is held. So it's contrary to the open scale exercises where I said open strings were being used for notes inside the scale. So let's look at the pattern for G major scale. So that is the pattern for a major held scale. So let's look at it in this way. The 4th finger is number 1, the middle finger is number 2, the 3rd finger is number 3, the 4th finger is number 4. So if we look at it that way, it creates a pattern of numbers 2 4 1 2 4 1 3 4 1 3 4 2 4 1 2. Similarly, coming back, use the same fingers. So this would be your major held scale formula. So now I'll play the held scale from G, A, B, C, D, E. So I will play towards E and I will come back in one go. So let's get into it. Alright, now your hand should be feeling the pain. Now this side of your hand is getting used a lot. The little finger is one of the most laziest fingers, and we can all accept that. A lot of the times when we play, the little finger refuses to move. So the advantage of the held major scale is the little finger activation. If you notice, your little finger is being played in every part in this scale. Now let's move on to the next one. So the held minor scale, as the name suggests, is again having a minor scale, but all the notes are held. Let's look at the formula for this one. I'll play the G minor scale. So notice the fingers, I'm using strictly the same fingers while going down and coming back up the scale. So now you will have to do the same thing as we did in the previous held major scale exercise. Go from G to E and come back in one single shot. Let's try it. Now we covered the held minor scale as well. Held major scale, held minor scale, going from G to E and then back in one single shot. So for both the held major and minor scales, I'm playing the alternative stroke, meaning I'm alternating for every note. I'm not repeating the same stroke for two notes. So if I'm playing, if you notice the right hand is playing down up, down up, down up for every note. It's not playing down, 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 down for every note. Now let's move on to the next one. So the next one is a little bit challenging, but I would like for you all to try it. It would be somewhere in the moderate advanced category. Let's try 4 note groupings in the held major scale, G major scale. It's gonna really activate every finger in your left hand, and you're gonna feel a lot of tension in every finger because every finger is going to do a lot of running. Alright, let's look at it. So I hope you enjoyed these warm-up exercises. These are very good to inculcate in your everyday routine. I'd suggest chalking out at least 30 minutes of your everyday practice for this because these are foundational exercises and they help build a lot of strength in your left fretting fingers as well as your right picking hand. Always try to inculcate the single stroke, double stroke and the quadruple stroke in every exercise that you do, because then it develops a lot of the skill required in terms of picking as well. And slowly over time you will start to see a dexterity develop in your left hand and right hand. Both hands start to feel confident, and a good sign is when you can coordinate between your left and right hand and they successfully create bright tones and clear tones from the guitar, and that's when you know, okay, my scale practices are coming into action. So I highly recommend these exercises, and I'll be putting up more videos like this in terms of skills, practices, and anything that you can develop along the way to make you play technically better. So do subscribe to my channel for more updates on guitar practices, on pieces, any new kind of exercises that you would like to learn. Please leave a comment on this video. I would take your comments and make some more material for you to learn from. Keep in touch, keep practicing.